The Spy, The Lie, and the Scarlet Cord. Sounds like a thriller, right? Well, today we're diving into a story that's pretty much exactly that. A high-stakes intelligence mission from the ancient world, where one single lie and a simple piece of red rope decided the fate of an entire city.
So let's just set the scene here. You've got a city on total lockdown. Two spies are trapped inside, and their only hope? It's a woman who has to make an impossible choice, her city or her family. Just think about that for a second. Your life is literally in the hands of a complete stranger. Let's jump in and see how this all went down.
All right, so where does this all begin? It kicks off with a classic undercover operation. The leader of the Israelites, a guy named Joshua, is gearing up to invade a new land. But before you can do that, what do you need? You need intel, and he needs it from the inside of their biggest, baddest city, Jericho.
So Joshua secretly sends in two spies, a classic infiltration, right? Their mission, get into Jericho, scout the defenses, and they end up at the house of a woman named Rahab. Now here's a crucial detail you gotta remember. Her house is literally built into the city wall. And trust me, that little architectural fact is gonna be a total game changer.
But things go wrong, and they go wrong fast. The mission hits a snag almost immediately. Someone tips off the king of Jericho. The message is simple. Hey, Israelites have come here tonight to spy out the land. Just like that, their cover is blown. The king knows, the soldiers are on their way, and this whole operation is about to fall apart before it even begins.
So the king's men are closing in, and the spotlight suddenly swings right onto Rahab. This isn't about the spies anymore. They're totally powerless. Everything, and I mean everything, now depends on what she does next.
And what she does is just wow. Look at this. On one hand, you have what she said, and on the other, what she actually did. She tells the guards, oh yeah, the men left at dusk, go after them quickly, all while she has them hidden up on her roof under some flax stalks. She sends the king's men on a total wild goose chase, and the guys they're looking for are literally right above their heads. Talk about thinking on your feet under pressure. So her lie works. The king's men are gone. But this solves one problem and creates a huge new one. The city gate is shut and locked for the night. The spies have escaped being captured, only to be completely trapped inside enemy territory. There is no way out.
This is where the whole story shifts gears. We go from a spy thriller to a super tense, high-stakes negotiation. Picture it. It's the middle of the night, they're up on the roof, and a deal for survival is about to go down.
And Rahab, she just lays it all out there. She tells them, look, I know that the Lord has given you this land. A great fear of you has fallen on us. Our hearts melted in fear. So, you see, this isn't just her being nice. It's a calculated decision. She's heard the stories, she sees the writing on the wall, and she's decided to back the winning team. It's part faith for sure, but it's also incredibly pragmatic.
And check out her negotiation strategy. It is brilliant. She doesn't just beg them to save her. No. First, she states the reality. You guys are going to win. Then she reminds them of the debt they owe her. Hey, remember, I showed kindness to you. Then comes a demand, an oath to spare her entire family. And finally, she wants proof, a sure sign. She completely flips the script from being a victim to being a key player in her own family's survival.
So what do the spies say? They agree, but, and this is a big but, their promise comes with some very strict conditions. This isn't a blank check.
And here's the core of their deal. They tell her, our lives for your lives. It's a solemn oath. They're literally putting their own lives up as collateral. If her family dies, they die. But, and this is key, only if she doesn't tell anyone what they're doing. Secrecy is everything.
So what's that sure sign she asked for? It's this, a scarlet cord. Just a piece of red rope. But this rope becomes this incredibly powerful symbol. It's the sign she has to tie in her window to mark her house for salvation when the invasion comes. It's basically a giant sign to the army that says, do not touch this house, the people inside are safe. And the conditions of this oath are super specific. 1, you gotta tie that scarlet cord in the window. 2, get your entire family inside the house with you. 3, anyone who steps outside is fair game. They won't be protected. And 4, maybe the most important one, if you tell anyone about our mission, the whole deal is off. The oath is void. No second chances.
Okay, so the deal is made. Now Rahab has to get them out of there. And this is where the location of her house comes back into play. Remember how it was built into the city wall? Well, she lets them escape by lowering them down the outside of the wall with a rope right from her window. It's the perfect escape hatch.
So, the spies are out. They've escaped Jericho. But the mission isn't over yet, right? They still have to get back and report everything they learned to their commander, Joshua.
And they follow Rahab's advice to the letter. She told them to hide out in the hills for 3 days, and that's exactly what they do. Meanwhile, the king's men are searching all over the place, but they find nothing. Her escape plan was flawless. After those 3 days, the coast is clear, and they head back to Joshua. And the report they give to Joshua, it's an absolute game changer. They didn't just come back with info on the walls and the gates. Thanks to Rahab, they came back with crucial psychological intel. They tell Joshua, "The Lord has surely given the whole land into our hands. All the people are melting in fear because of us." They now know the city is terrified. It's the perfect time to strike. Mission accomplished.
Which brings us all the way back to that first big question. Was Rahab a traitor to her city, or was she a savior to her family? I mean, her choice directly leads to the downfall of her home, but it saves the people she loves most. So what do you think? Traitor or savior? It's a complicated legacy of betrayal and salvation that really makes you wonder, where does true loyalty really lie?